Today's seminar regarding freelancer in Portugal, how to start freelancer activity in Portugal, and how you performance your commercial activity while sitting in Portugal or while residing in any part of the world. तो मैं ये बताना चाहूँगा कि अगर आप वर्ल्ड के किसी भी कोने में बैठे हैं और पुर्तगाल में you want to start any commercial activity, freelancing activity, self-employed activity, you can start even while sitting in Portugal, even while residing in your home country. उसके बेनिफिट्स क्या होंगे और आप कैसे कार्य कर सकते हैं या कैसे अपने आप को यहाँ पे फ्रीलांसर रजिस्टर्ड कर सकते हैं फिजिकल आके, क्योंकि बहुत से ऐसे क्वेरीज आती है हमारे पास में। क्या होता है कि लोग कहते हैं कि मैं कंटिन्यू कंट्री के अंदर में रह नहीं सकता, लेकिन मैं यहाँ के बेनिफिट्स, मेडिकल बेनिफिट्स, एजुकेशन बेनिफिट्स और इमिग्रेशन बेनिफिट्स अवेल करना चाहता हूँ। आई वुड लाइक टू अवेल ऑल बेनिफिट्स ऑफ पुर्तगाल, but I don't want to stay continue in Portugal. So how is it can be possible? Is it possible? You can register yourself in Portugal as a independent professional, as a freelancer, and work in Portugal or work in any part of the world and declare your income inside of Portugal. Basis of that income, you can pay social contributions and taxes in the Portugal, and after paying this all things, you can claim for the residence title in Portugal. This is a one of advantage to become a freelancer in Portugal. Sometime you have a client in USA, you have a clients in Canada, but you are working in Portugal or you are working in India. So Portugal, that destination, if you are registered in Portugal, so you can work anywhere in the world and transfer that particular income in Portugal. The basis of that, you will avail the residence title and you will avail the other social benefits whenever you want to spend your life in Portugal.
Good afternoon, sir. Can I ask question, please?
Yes, please.
मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि
जी,
अगर एक आदमी के पास EU फैमिली मेंबर है और उसके
Interesting.
पास रेजिडेंस कार्ड 5 इयर्स का है
Mhm.
और वो अब उसकी एक्टिविटी भी ओपन है, जो फ्रीलांसर का है ओपन है,
जी,
और वो उसका जो सिगुरो सोशियल है वो भी बना हुआ है, बैंक अकाउंट भी है उसके पास, लेकिन वो पुर्तगाल से आउट है, फॉर एग्जांपल 1 ईयर 2 ईयर 3 ईयर अगर आउट रहता है, तो क्या वो एलिजिबल है वहां पे वापस आने का और वहां पे अपना वो कार्ड 5 साल के बाद वो परमानेंट रेजिडेंसी ले सकता है? लेकिन वो सिगुरो सोशियल के हर मंथ जो है वो पेमेंट कर रहा है, जो उसकी मिनिमम जो रिक्वायर्ड होती है, आई थिंक 20 समथिंग पाउंड यूरो जो होती है।
देखिए इसके अंदर में दो चीजें हैं। पॉइंट एक तो ये है कि आपकी कमर्शियल एक्टिविटी और दूसरी आपकी प्रेजेंस। सो इफ यू आर कमर्शियल एक्टिविटी इज एक्टिव, जैसे इफ यू आर ए फ्रीलांसर and you are paying social contribution and you are paying taxes and you are declaring your income in Portugal, it's okay, it's accepted. But another hand, there also the immigration matter is entirely different than commercial matter. जब आप immigration पे जाओगे, they will see the immigration situation of your presence in the country. This is also one of point. If you are not residing in the country more than 6 months, if you have a 5-year card, then you should be in the country at least 2.5 year inside of the country in the total of 5 years. Then you will consider for the permanent or indefinite period. In case of you are not residing, may they object on this case. Your commercial activity, freelancer activity is regular, but your presence of in the country is not regular. This is also important in order to get a indefinite and residence title. I think you got my point.
Yes, I understand, but I have one more question if you don't mind. Can I ask again?
Yes, please.
Yes, the question is, अगर हम 5 साल के कार्ड में अगर हम कंटिन्यूस 2.5 साल बाहर रहते हैं और जब वापस आते हैं इमिग्रेशन वाले वो एंट्री दे देते हैं कि 2.5 साल आप बाहर रहे हैं?
No. It is really because if you want to stay outside Portugal over 6 months, you have to inform to the immigration before leaving the country, or you have to prove your circumstances why you want to stay outside Portugal over the 6 months. You should be demonstrate practical situation and you have to explain your situation. In case of you unable to explain the situation, they may not allow to enter in the country. They have right to refuse your entry in the country. if you are continue 3 years or 4 years or maybe 2.5 years, you are not connecting with the Portuguese territory, it might be stopped, it might be revoke your residence card as well.
No. Is even Europe?
No, if you are residing Europe, Europe is not an issue, because Europe there is no immigration borders. You can travel visa free access in Europe because there is no border. But if you travel outside Europe, because they will analyze once you moving outside Europe, but inside Europe there is no border, how they can control?
But if I have a self-employed company in Portugal, and can I work in Poland? Because I have.
Yes, you can travel without visa to Poland. You can work up to 90 days without any visa restrictions. If you would like to work over the 90 days in Poland, practically you need some particular visa, or you need some particular residence title in Poland as well.
Okay, if I have a Poland residency, can I work with the Portuguese company with Poland?
Yes, absolutely, you can do that.
Okay.
You can do that.
हाँ, जिस टॉपिक पे आपने ये
अच्छा जी, मैं सबर से डेनमार्क से बोल रहा हूँ, क्वेश्चन कर सकता हूँ?
जी, यू कैन सर, प्लीज कंटिन्यू।
जी, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि मैं डेनमार्क का नेशनल हूँ और मैं नई कंपनी रजिस्टर्ड करना चाहता हूँ एक गारमेंट्स की, और उसके लिए 4 से 5 लोग पाकिस्तान से गारमेंट की जो स्टिचिंग है उसके लिए लाना चाहता हूँ। तो उसके लिए क्या यानी कि प्रोसीजर है कि नई कंपनी स्टेबल करके तो उसके लिए
जी, मैं आपका क्वेश्चन समझ गया हूँ, जल्दी से मैं उसको आंसर करने की कोशिश करूंगा। आप पुर्तगाल के अंदर में आप डेनमार्क के नेशनलिटी रखते हैं, इट इज क्वाइट इजी टू एस्टैब्लिश ए कंपनी, इवन टू गेट एन रेजिडेंस टाइटल इन पुर्तगाल फॉर यू, इट इज टू मच इजी। आप जैसे ही डेनमार्क से यहाँ आते हैं, विद इन 1 वर्किंग डे 5 साल का आपको रजिस्ट्रेशन सर्टिफिकेट मिल जाएगा। यू विल गेट द 5 year रजिस्ट्रेशन सर्टिफिकेट इन ए 1 वर्किंग डे। After that, you can create a company in Portugal. You can create a company in Portugal and work in entire in Europe basis of that company. And your question is, I want to invite people from abroad in Portuguese company. Of course, you can invite, but you can invite only a technical and very specialized people. If you would like to invite only labor class people, sometimes it's little bit hard. Unless your company is not having heavy and good transactions, and your company's Portuguese company do not have a good credibility, it might be a little bit hard to invite abroad employees. Since there are so many employees are available in Portugal, why you want to invite the employees from abroad?
हाँ जी, वो इसलिए कि मैं जो है इंडियन और पाकिस्तानी क्लोथ का जो स्टिचिंग है वो पुर्तगाल में नहीं मिलते, तो मैं वो स्पेशलाइज्ड जो डिजाइनिंग मुझे स्पेशल लोग चाहिए।
Yeah, that case you can invite because in the beginning stage, if he's a technical and very specialized person you want to invite, it's possible.
ओके, और कंपनी स्टेबल करने के लिए क्या प्राइस है और उसके लिए कितना यानी कि मुझे यानी कि फंड इसके अंदर में रखना पड़ेगा? 10,000 यूरो, 5,000 यूरो?
Let me explain you that. Yes, let me explain you that. For creation a company, it's quite easy in Portugal. Within 1 working day you can create a company, and for opening a company you need a capital for the company. Even for 1 euro you can create a company. You can demonstrate your 1 euro capital in the company. But is we highly recommended the company capital should be little bit viable and little bit feasible. It will be 5,000 or 10,000 euro capital of the company when you start a new company in Portugal. This is a point. And after that you can start your transaction and start your business activity, and you can hire people. There is not an issue. And regarding expenses, it's not quite much expenses to create any company in Portugal. It's little bit as compare other country, it's easy and lesser price. So when you can join our social media for this information price, it depends on the service, what services you are looking. For this, you can contact in our team or our experts on our WhatsApp or our email. So we will share you the quotation and price to creation of the company, because before creation of the company, there are other services also involved. So it depends how kind of services you are looking.
Okay, thank you very much for all.
Hello, sir.
Hello. I have a question. Amit here. Can
Amit ji, please. Ek karke ji. Amit ji, please.
Sir, I just wanted to discuss one thing. I am from UAE. I am basically an Indian. I have a company for waterproof and insulation in Dubai.
Very
We are
interesting.
here 2 or 3 partners, but now I wanted to open a branch of my company to Portugal with the same,
interesting.
background.
Understand.
But I don't want to involve my other partners. Why I want to
Interesting.
open a branch? Because now we are here from the last 5 years, so I have a backup and I have that kind of advantage. I want to take advantage that we are already working in the same grounds, and in the market it would be easier for me to take the work orders and whatsoever. So
Got
my
it.
question is, I just don't want to have my other partners. So can I open a branch over there with the same name and the same activity?
Yes, is it possible? But concerning the partner, I will answer that. I know that, but I want to delegate this question to Mr. Luis. May he will answer you about this question. Mr. Luis, please answer this. You understand his question?
Hello. Sir, unmute please. Sir, I think sir has muted.
Yeah. Luis, you are muted. Luis, hello, Luis. Unmute,
hello,
please.
can you hear me now?
Yes, now we are hearing. Yes,
okay,
nice.
okay. So let me check the question. You have a company with several partners in Dubai, right?
Yes.
How many?
3.
Three people. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to open a company just in your name?
Yes.
With a branch of with just your name?
Yes.
Okay, but you are using the brand of and the same skills and the brand of the company that was in Dubai, right?
Yes.
But the one you can open as a you can open a it's called unipersonal company, a company with one partner. It's possible. The question is not the fiscal one. But if you are transferring knowledge or technicians or transfer money from one company to the other, you need to be careful because the control of the Portuguese companies, one person. The control of the Dubai companies, 3 people, okay? So you need to be careful when you're dealing with this, the dealing between the 2 companies. They are different companies with different with different management and partners system. So when you are dealing between one, you can open a company, but you need to get authorization, like to export. I don't know what is the business, what is the activity.
Basically, sir, this is insulation and waterproof, because.
So you want to sell products from the company of Dubai, selling products or services?
No, basically, sir, it's an supply and apply. Basically, we need to purchase material related to the waterproof, and then we have to apply it as well. So we need both the things. It's a combination of supply and apply.
Okay.
And
so it's buying material and the technical support, right?
And technical support in terms of services. Like the human application with those materials, which is very high profile, you can say. That material is not easily manufactured in local market. We are already getting it from Spain and other areas. And my main question is that one, I got to know from you that we can open a company with a uni name that on my single name.
Yes.
Basically, now my main concern is, right, I am already a managing director of this company, like in Dubai.
Yes.
I want to open a company on my spouse name, basically. My wife's name in Portugal, but she doesn't have any experience of.
Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Sorry.
Let me explain you this query. Let me explain you, please, Mr. Luis.
Yes.
I get his point very clearly. Let me explain. Dear, if you would like to open a branch office, of course you can do that. So we recommended once you open a branch office in Portugal, of the existing company, so you become a manager of that company, that particular company, and controlled by you that all activity of the company. But it's important because their other partner is already involved in your country, in that company. Then we need a decision. We need a resolution from that all partners. They give that all powers delivered to you, and you controlled by you, even financially aspects, even benefits, all everything controlled by you. They must mention in the resolution before opening the branch office in Portugal. Then you can operate and you can control everything.
Yes, correct.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
Point?
Just give me
That
one
is
second.
okay, sir. If I want to open a company on my wife's
Can you
name,
please
that
tell
is
everybody to mute their mics before everybody
previous.
on further?
So,
Sir, you can open a company on the wife name. There is not an issue. But if your wife is not, a partner in Dubai, then it's not possible to open a branch office. Then it's a new company.
No, I have two questions. That one question you have already answered me. That is fine, good enough. But the second question is, if I want to open a fresh, brand new company with the same activities, but she doesn't have experience, you can say she's only the managing one, I would be, supporting her.
No matter. No matter. Yes, it's possible. No matter you have an experience or you do not have an experience, anyone can open an office or anyone can open a new company in Portugal.
Yes.
Okay.
And some other people can work, and other employees can perform in the activities. No matter. It's okay. She can honor of the company, or she can partner of the company without any kind of experience as an investor.
हाय सर, सत्या बोल रहा हूँ। हाय सर।
जी सत्या जी।
सर अभी करंटली मैं यहाँ पे इवेंट का काम कर रहा हूँ इंडिया में पिछले 12 साल से, और मेरी एक प्रोप्राइटरशिप कंपनी भी है, एक प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी भी है। एक प्रोप्राइटरशिप की कंपनी एक प्राइवेट लिमिटेड है। प्रोप्राइटरशिप 12 साल से है, प्राइवेट लिमिटेड पिछले 1 साल से है। बट 1 साल से खोलिए कंपनी, उसमें से कुछ टर्नओवर हुआ नहीं है। तो प्लीज़ मुझे मतलब आप सजेस्ट करिए कि फ्रीलांसर या सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड में कैसे पुर्तगाल में इजीली एंटर कर सकता हूँ, जिसके थ्रू मुझे रेजिडेंस कार्ड भी मिल जाए और स्टार्टिंग में टैक्सेशन भी कम रहे, क्योंकि मेरी इंडस्ट्री को अभी कम बैक होने में टाइम लगेगा। तो कुछ और तरीके से मैं पुर्तगाल में एंटर कर सकता हूँ विद फैमिली।
जी। तो सर आप पहले किसी कंट्री में ट्रैवल किया? हैव यू बीन
टू
यूरोप और
यू बीन? आई हैव बीन एक्सेप्ट कनाडा एंड अमेरिका। आई हैव बीन ऑल द वर्ल्ड।
Okay, very excellent profile. You have a very good profile. In this case, you can come and open a branch office or registered as a freelancer in Portugal, and you can get a benefit of that you are expecting regarding visa and regarding residency. But it's very important, you have to register in Portugal and pay social contributions and show your presence at least 6 months in a year in the country. Then you will avail that benefits of visa and immigration.
बट अभी प्रॉब्लम ये है कि अभी 1 साल से कोई यूनिवर्सिटी दे रही हो, तो अभी तो कोई ट्रैवल ओपन नहीं है। तो इज इट पॉसिबल कि मैं इसमें बैठे चीजें वहाँ पे ओपन कर लूँ?
You can open anything here. There is no problem.
और
legal things you can do that.
अच्छा, इंडिया में बैठे मैं ट्रैवल कर सकता हूँ उसके लिए?
Yes, the basis of power of attorney. If you give delegation your power to me or to Mr. Luis or to Mr. Anyone here in Portugal, and he can act behalf of you here in Portugal. He can open your company, he can open your bank account, he can open anything. So in this case, you just delegate the power only.
Oh, sorry. I have this is
Hello, I have a question, sir.
excuse me.
Excuse me, sir. Hello. I have a question, sir. सर मॉडर्न ऑप्टिकल जलंधर से बात कर रहे हैं?
जी बताइए मैम।
जी, तो यहाँ पे मेरी कंपनी है मॉडर्न ऑप्टिकल के नाम से, मैं और मेरे हस्बैंड रन कर रहे हैं। तो वहाँ पे अब मेरे पास सर्टिफिकेट है 3 मंथ्स का है, तो पोर्टुगल में अपनी कंपनी खोलने के लिए वहाँ पे सर्टिफिकेट की जरूरत पड़ेगी?
किस चीज का सर्टिफिकेट?
ऑप्टिशियन का?
नहीं, there is no requirement. In order to open a company, we don't need any optician certificate. आप अगर यहाँ पे एक कंपनी फॉर्मेशन करना चाहते हो तो आप कंपनी खोल सकते हो। कंपनी के बाद में जब ऑपरेशन करना है, अगर आपने यहाँ पे प्रैक्टिस करनी है एज ए ऑप्टिशियन, then you need some certification or some permission from the particular different departments.
Okay.
Yes.
So what is the procedure to get the certificates?
For the getting the certificate, in this case, we need to study that matter. And if you could share your previous, this is some kind of degree or just a certificate?
No, just a certificate, 3 months online course.
If you okay, can you explain me that if we start this one optic shop in India, there is need special permission like special education or degree?
No.
Then here is also Mr. Luis or Mrs. Sandre. If somebody want to open a optician shop in Portugal, is some special permission or some special education, or just he can open it?
What is the branch? What is the activity?
It's activity of the opticians.
What is that? Sorry, I didn't understand.
One moment. That's eyeglasses for the yes.
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay.
No need to special permission.
No.
You mean to say that?
What you need to be careful is the technical, legal, and medical requirements when you are selling products. Okay, this is a different thing, not in terms of fiscal problems or fiscal requirements, but in terms of merchandise, selling products, and the quality of the products. That you need to be careful.
Okay.
Not the activity in itself.
You don't need any kind of education, but what kind of product you are selling, it's important. Like a glass or optical things, it's
okay. Contact lenses.
Not any special
like
kind of.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not any special education you needed. You can open and you can start.
Sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir. One more question, sir. Sir,
Yeah,
actually, my son is studied in the Switzerland. Hello.
Mr. Sani,
Hello.
Yes,
Mr.
please.
Sani, you have admin rights. Please put everyone on mute. The only person who can ask questions should be unmuted because it's a mess. It's hard.
Yes.
It's a pain in the head. Please unmute everyone.
Yeah. I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Please.
Excuse me, sir. हाँ जी, एक्चुअली सर बेटा है मेरा स्विट्जरलैंड में है, वो पढ़ रहा है वहाँ पे। अब उसकी 1 ईयर की वहाँ पे ट्रेनिंग होगी, अब जून से स्टार्ट होगी। तो ही सेज कि मैं जून से जुलाई से स्टार्ट होगी, तो जून के मंथ में वो पोर्टुगल आके सारे कागज वगैरह तैयार करके फिर वो चला जाए, वहां से वो पे करता रहे। तो इज इट पॉसिबल?
Yeah, if he's registered in Portugal as a freelancer, he can work anywhere around the world as today is our topic. But very important, he should show his presence in a year at least 6 months in Portugal. Unless he is not showing, yes, in a year, 6 months should be presence in Portugal after obtaining the residence card. It is important.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. I have one question. This is a little bit different. Can I?
Please.
Okay, sir. If I have a company in Poland, like electrical maintenance, and I want to open a company in branch in Portugal, same or like different. Can I hire self-employed people in Portugal to someone to hire and send to Poland? Is it possible with work?
Yes, possible. Mr. Nono Salvador will answer this question. I know that answer, so I want to delegate Mr. Nono Salvador. Mr. Nono, please answer this question. Mr. Nono.
Okay.
Mr. Nono.
Sir, आप दे.
Mr. Nono, please. I will definitely. I want to give a chance to Mr. Nono Salvador. He's our guest. So, hello, Mr. Nono, please answer. Yes, no, please answer.
Apologize. Can you repeat it again? Question, because I was on another phone on the line. Apologize for that.
Please, sir, okay. I have a company in Poland.
Yes.
And I want to open a company in Portugal, self-employed company.
Correct.
Right. And I have work in shipyard in Poland.
Correct.
With the worldwide company.
Correct.
Right. And I want to hire people in Portugal to send a Poland. Is possible?
Yes, of course.
So which people category, like everywhere Indian or only EU citizen?
Let's see. We are speaking about different issues. First issue is to create a company, okay, and to operate with properly, in this case, properly object of the society to do the kind of job, which kind of what we are talking about. If you are talking about sales or if you're talking about constructions, okay. So first you need to build a company according what will be the object or the operation of the company. This is the first issue, okay. The second issue is to hire people in Portugal, because the company will be operated legally in Portugal, and then of course you can send the people abroad, or maybe you can find some kind of contract. If you are operating abroad in another country, you can hire locally and pay by Portugal. All these, we are speaking about different issues, okay. Yes, it's possible to hire people in Portugal, Portuguese, Indian, or an other nationality, but if the people have the residence in Portugal, it's easier. If the people don't have residence in Portugal, they must to pass for all the process, okay, to come to Portugal with the properly permits to operate or to work in Portugal, and then you can work in other parts of Europe, example. But sorry, for about the answer, I cannot be more specific, because to go deeper, we need to see case by case.
Okay, I understand. And just one question, just one. And when I for invoice, I give the invoice to that Portuguese my company, that the biggest company I contact with. Can I give the invoice to my Portuguese company? Is possible now? Is self-employed company, and they consider I am living in Portugal. They consider I am living in Portugal, and after a year, can I apply a residency card in Portugal also? Is possible if I give the continue invoice that this company in Poland I have?
You need to rebuild the question, because it is a little bit mixed. So
mixed. This is different, little bit different, because my company in Portugal also self-employed company, but I have also company in Poland. This is contact with worldwide company. They give me an invoice every month for payment every 15.
Yeah, if you have an office in Portugal, you can generate invoice in the name of company which is you already established in Portugal. They consider. Of course, they will consider. It is important you should generate invoice in the name of Portuguese company or branch office which you establish in Portugal. This is the important. If you send the invoice in Poland, it's not considerable. It's not make sense, because invoice and consignment should be in Portugal. Then they accepted that.
Just Portugal is okay, because Portugal less than tax, because Poland have much of tax. That's why the tax. That's why I make invoice in Portuguese company.
Then it's good. Then it's good for you, and you are officially and legally eligible to obtain all rights regarding socials, all regarding other immigration matters, or what do you want. It's officially you are eligible, because you are all transactions inside of Portugal in the Portuguese company, in the Portuguese NIF number. It is considerable. It is acceptable.
Okay, this is right. This is right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello, sir. Can I ask a couple of questions if you don't mind?
Yes, please, sure, sir.
So I'll explain you my situation. So I did my master's from Switzerland.
Interesting.
And in hospitality management. So I didn't have the job, and my B permit is going to expire in June. So what I'm planning to come to Portugal and to sign up for the freelance thing. Can you guide me the step-by-step process, and how much money do I have to pay, and the taxes per month? And do I need the job contract or something? Can you guide me through it?
Yeah, it's quite easy to become a freelancer in Portugal. It's not harder. Regarding the tax matter, Mr. Luis will answer you about these questions. But before that, I want to just explain you that how to become a freelancer in Portugal. So it's quite easy. In order to become a freelancer, you should be in Portugal, you should talk to someone who can act behalf of you in the tax office, act behalf of you in the social office, act behalf of you in the bank, in those all institutions. So first you need only Portuguese tax number, then you need bank account, then immediately you can request for your freelancer activity in the tax office. Once your freelancer activity is ready, you can request for the social security number. After getting the social security number, officially you are eligible to start your commercial activity, paying social contribution and all things. So this is the procedure of obtaining freelancer activity title in Portugal. And while coming in Portugal, you can sell your services inside of Portugal, or you can sell your services any part of the world.